Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to be trying to make some apple cider. I've never really done this before. I tested it a little bit the other day, but never on a big scale like we're going to be trying to do today. My friend Melissa is here from Wild Hearts Homestead, and so we are going to be attempting this together. She brought her fruit press, so that's what kind of inspired us to actually make cider. So we are going to get started chopping up some apples. Apparently you're supposed to use like a grinder, smusher machine to do this, but we're going to try to use it with a food processor and a blender and see how that works. So I think we're going to start with like quartering the apples. You don't have to take the seeds or skins off or any of that stuff. So we're going to start with doing some of that. I think I got this mushy stuff finer than I did the other day, so hopefully that will be good. It's almost, oh, there's a big chunk. I'll grind that, but it should smush nicely, I think.
Too bad. Does that look pretty good? Do you think it should be smaller?
I think maybe a little bit more. Yeah, maybe. we don't know what we're doing. We're just experimenting.
I hold the stem like
this mashy stuff. I don't know if it looks very almost like applesauce. So hopefully I did not mush it. Okay, here, can you hold on to this for a second? Yes. The spout is fine, I think. Nothing's even over there yet.
Rabbit. Go put down his rabbit's back.
I guess we'll see which method works better. The food processor or the blender.
It's a good trial.
It definitely looks like applesauce. Oh my god. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, I did not even have for the whole thing. Okay. So I think this goes in here. Look, we got cider already! Back up. And then this cranks. Does this go down inside this?
Yeah.
Okay. Cider! Look at that! Yes! This is like cider milk stuff! I'm so excited!
Oh! Cider!
Was this so cool, Bethany?
Yeah.
Now Holland back, you like stick a little cup under there. Get a little taste.
I need a chair! Why is there bullets on my chair?
I don't know how far down I'm supposed to like squish
Hey!
this.
I think you can crank it as hard as you can.
Okay.
Stop. I'm gonna be up and down.
Definitely want to get every last little drop.
Look at what I grabbed.
Alright.
I grabbed Bethany's B cup and my
I
flour.
want to try it. It's so good. I'm going to give Bethany a little slurp. Hold still. Hold still. Tap is running out. There you go. Here, Bethany, you want to try some?
Yummy. It tastes like kind of crisp cider that we got from Sam's Club.
Good.
Yeah. Yummy.
So that was not quite a full hopper thing of the press, but I got almost a quart of cider. So that's super cool. I mean, we did taste some, so it probably was a quart. And we just rinse and repeat. Keep doing this over and over again. You helping me, Esther?
Yeah.
We are all done with our cider making. I did not film a whole ton while I was doing it. We were just having a fun time chatting and catching up, and we don't get to see each other very often, so it's very fun to do a project with my friend Melissa. So it took us about 3 hours to do it, and kind of towards the end we were just like, we should not do much more because she had to leave to get her daughter from school, and like my kids needed to go down for naps and stuff like that. So we decided we would not do as much as we anticipated. We were shooting for a bushel each, I think, at least, to do. I did just shy of a bushel. Let me see. How much is left in my box? Not a ton, but... Okay, so I have maybe a quarter of a bushel left. So I probably did two-thirds, well, probably 3/4 of a bushel. So we got that done. I'm not really sure which method worked better. I blended mine down more and it was almost very pulpy. Maybe I did it too thin because it kind of kept coming up around the metal plate that the press went on, and I don't think hers did that. Hers was, I think, a little bit more chunky, so I'm not... And she did a little bit more apples, I think. She got over 2 gallons. I think she... definitely got over 2 gallons. I got about 1 3/4 gallons of cider from that much. So I might have gotten 2 gallons if I'd done the whole bushel. Maybe a little bit more. So we were just trying to figure out what would work best. Probably not the most ideal tools to use for it. But it was fun, and we had a good time doing it, and it tastes really, really good, which is honestly really what counts. So our box of apples cost $10. So almost 2 gallons of cider for less than $10, which is a pretty good price, I think. So then we're left with the mash, the leftover stuff, the pulp. So I'm going to try, I don't know if this will work, but I'm going to try, I'm just going to freeze it today in bags and whatever. But if I make any more applesauce, I'm going to try to cook it with it and run it through my food mill, see if I can get more sauce from it. I don't know, it might not work, but I don't really want to just throw this out, so I'm just going to try to do that with it. She took hers home and she's going to make vinegar with it, I think. So, trying to get as much use out of the stuff as we can. So after Melissa probably got home, she texted me and was like, why don't you try straining that pulp through like a muslin bag, which I don't actually have, but I have some cloth that I was using as like a strainer bag. So I tried it and I got more cider. So let me show you what I'm doing here. So I basically have the pulp in this square of cloth and I'm just squeezing it and juice is coming out. I already got 3 whole cups. This works better if I have both hands on it, but just squeezing it and more cider is coming out. It's so exciting. Because look, just from that little blob right there, it's like a couple cups. I've gotten probably another cup or 2 of cider. So, super excited. I'm so glad I tried this instead of just bagging this all up and turning it all into applesauce or whatever that I was going to do with it. So, this is much better and I'm getting a little more cider. So, I'll let you know what the final total is once I finish straining all of it. So, I'm going to try to show you. So, I put more mash in here and then I just fold up the corners of the material. I mean, this is literally like maybe like a foot or 2 square material. It's white, but I don't, like it's probably some kind of cotton. But look at how much cider is coming out of here. All this would have been wasted. So glad she thought of that. So I just kind of keep working it around and squeezing it in different directions to let more come out. Look at that. It's so cool. I mean, I only put in a little bit of, a couple scoops of mash back in here, so the fact that I'm getting so much more juice out of here is so great. I'm going to work this for all it's worth. That ended up being a great idea. And I got a whole nother 3 quarts of cider. So glad I repressed that. So now my grand total is like 2.5 gallons of cider, which is more like what I thought it was going to be. So I'm pretty happy with that and we enjoy it. So this is great. So I think I'm going to freeze some of the cider just so it spreads it out a little bit more and lasts a little bit longer than, you know, this weekend. Even though we could probably make short work of it this weekend. Kind of wraps up our cider making day. It was a lot of fun and I hope you enjoyed watching it. Melissa also was videoing in between my videos, so go check out her video when you're done here. I'll leave a link for it down in the description and you can check out her video of us making cider together too. I'm sure it will be a little bit different, even though we were both here at the same place doing the same thing. I love watching her videos, so go check her out. Have you guys ever made cider before? And if you have, do you have any tips for me on how to make this go a little bit easier, a little bit better, a little faster, get more cider from my apples? Or maybe I did it right and that's about how much cider you can expect from a bushel of apples. I don't really know. But we grew up not far from a cider mill, and every fall we would go watch them press the cider. And it was just a lot of fun to do, and so this is kind of nostalgic, getting to do kind of the same thing, even though we can't go to that cider mill anymore. We'll see you next time.